Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us once again for another riveting episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. My name is Casey.
Mine's Ren.
And we are so excited to be here to bring you some more trivia. So just like last week, when I had to do a fix from the Minecraft category, I get to do a fix from the Pokemon category. So here's a little lesson for all you people out there. When you Google something, the answer you get is not always the correct answer. So if you go into Google and you type in the words, what Pokemon evolves into Pikachu? Ren, what does it say the answer is?
Raichu.
Raichu. Multiple people said that is not right. So Ren, when we did that category, what did you say the answer was?
Pichu.
You said Pichu and I said wrong. But guess what?
What?
Pichu is right.
I knew it.
Pichu is the first one. That Pichu evolves into Pikachu, and then Pikachu evolves into Raichu. But, Ren, you're looking at my phone. It says, what Pokemon evolves into Pikachu? And it says?
Raichu.
Raichu. So I promise you guys, I researched these answers, and sometimes the internet is not correct. And in this case, the answer was Pichu. Ren, you got it right. She's doing like a woo, 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 woo. So good job, girl.
She got it right.
And I'm sure all of you got it right too when you were like, Casey, I must have just heard the question wrong because I know it's Pichu into Pikachu into Raichu. That's how it evolves. And I was wrong. So I am sorry for that mistake that I had. But guess what? Everybody makes mistakes. Forgiveness is a very important part of life. And so I hope you all forgive me and you continue to listen because I promise I look these things up. Okay, on to better things. Ren, how are you today?
Good.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that. So our question about our family this week is, what was our most memorable vacation?
Italy probably. Well, Brooks wasn't there.
Yeah, I would most definitely say it was when we went to Italy to visit our family, but we didn't take Brooks. So technically that wasn't our whole family.
So,
but
probably
definitely
one of the Easters.
Yeah, we do. We have gone on family vacations to Florida over Easter a handful of times, quite a few times. But I would say our most memorable was when we went to Italy, even though we didn't take Brooks. We went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We went to Venice. We did all kinds of Italian things. It was so great. Highly recommended. So, you know what else I love besides family vacations?
What?
Jokes. Joke number 1 comes from listener Finn.
Thank you, Finn.
I love this joke. What is an English teacher's favorite cereal? Synonym Toast Crunch. You don't hear a lot of synonym jokes. That's hilarious. All right, our next joke comes from listener Kenzie.
Thank you, Kenzie.
She made this one up. This is a great one. What does a baby soybean call its mom? Edamame. Because edamame, like when you eat at like a Japanese restaurant, you know, edamame, like pea
like
pods,
the little beans.
those are soybeans. And a baby soybean calls his mom edamame. So funny.
That's so cute.
All right, our next joke comes from listeners Clara, Kate, and Tucker.
Thank you, Clara, Kate, and Tucker.
Why did the bird go into the kitchen? Tweet, tweet.
That took me a little while to think about.
All right, our last joke comes from listener Mia.
Thank you, Mia.
Why do teenage girls travel in groups of 3, 5, 7, and so forth?
I don't know.
Because they just can't even. That's so good. Because they just can't even. Because 3, 5, and 7 are odd numbers. So they only travel in numbers of 3, 5, 7 because they just can't even. That's so funny.
That is.
All right, you guys. Those were some bang up jokes. Great job, everybody. Okay. It is time for episode 133.
Yeah.
Let's
get started.
Let's get started.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started!
Hi everyone, it's Casey. I used to love going grocery shopping, snagging the special deals for the week, scanning the aisles to see what kind of new meals I could try for my family. I can't believe how expensive it is to enjoy a decent home-cooked meal right now. I can't even go to the grocery store without getting sticker shock. But listen, I know an awesome solution that's got your back, and that's EveryPlate. EveryPlate delivers dependable, affordable, and delicious recipes right to your door. And my kids loved them. Even Ren, who only eats grilled cheese and PB&J. And forget that sticker shock. EveryPlate meals start at only $2.99 per meal. That's less than what I pay for my kids' lunches at school. It makes sense why they are America's best value meal kit with thousands of great reviews. Each box contains pre-portioned ingredients with easy-to-follow recipes that are ready in about 30 minutes. And for our busy family, that's about all the time I have. EveryPlate is all about everyday low prices. Their pre-portioned ingredients mean that you only pay for what you need. Seriously, their meals end up being even more affordable than your fast food go-to. Plus, they're home-cooked and made with fresh ingredients. And honestly, getting fast food for my family of 5 is way too expensive, not to mention unhealthy. And I've been wanting to try a meal delivery kit for years. With EveryPlate's rotating menu of 26 weekly recipe options, you can always count on simple recipes you'll love. Plus, they're consistently a great value week after week. Join EveryPlate today and pay only $2.99 per meal. Plus, get 50% off your first box for all box sizes. Get this amazing deal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code TRIVIA299. That's code TRIVIA299 at everyplate.com/podcast. Round number 1, the category is Sonic the Hedgehog. Question 1. What hedgehog is introduced in the new movie Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Question 2. What is Sonic's top speed? Over 560 miles an hour, over 760 miles per hour, or over 960 miles per hour? Question 3. What type of animal is Knuckles? Question 4. Who are the robots created by Dr. Robotnik? Question 5. What color is Tails? Question 6. What is the first name of Sonic's human friend? Question 7. Sonic lives in the town Green Hills. In which U.S. state? And now the answers to round number 1. Who's the Sonic the Hedgehog expert in our house?
Casey!
Brooke!
Casey!
Question 1. What hedgehog is introduced in the new movie Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Shadows or golden hair?
Shadow, you're right. So there's a new movie, and this isn't a spoiler because I watched the trailer, and it introduces Shadow.
There's a new movie that has Shadow in it?
Yes.
Like not in Sonic 2 at the end, it just shows Shadow for like 1 second.
Oh, no, there's a whole new movie that Shadow shows up. Question 2. What is Sonic's top speed? Over 560 miles an hour, over 760 miles an hour, or over 960 miles an hour?
First one.
560?
Yeah.
The answer is over 760 miles per hour. Per the comic, for sustained runs, Sonic clocks in at 767 miles per hour. It's pretty fast. Can you run that fast?
Yes.
Oh,
I can run faster.
wow. I can't wait to see that. Question 3. What type of animal is Knuckles?
Echidna.
He is an echidna. That is correct. What is unique about echidnas that's different than other animals?
Pokey.
They're pokey, that's true, but they lay eggs. And no other mammals do that except the duck-billed platypus.
Do the porcupines do it?
Nope.
What about whales?
Nope. Duck-billed platypus and echidnas are the only two mammals that lay eggs.
What about dolphins?
No. Question 4. Who are the robots created by Dr. Robotnik?
Bomb.
Have you heard of badniks?
Badniks? Oh, yeah. Those, like, things. I know what they are. Like, those things with that red one eye.
Yes.
I got it right.
Those are called badniks. Whoa. That sounds evil. Question 5. What color is Tails?
Yellow and white.
He's yellow and white. That is correct.
His belly's white.
Yep.
And his gloves are white. And his shoes are white and red and yellow.
Okay. Question 6. What is the first name of Sonic's human friend?
Dr. Robotnik. I'm kidding. Max.
His name is Tom. You know the police officer that he lives with? His name is Tom. Question 7. Sonic lives in the town Green Hills. In what U.S. state?
Colorado.
Close. Green Hills is in Montana. That's another mountainous state.
Montana. That's weird.
Montana. That's a weird word, you think? How come?
'Cause
Just is. Well, Sonic lives there, so it can't be that weird. It's got to be pretty cool, huh? Round 2. The category is idioms. An idiom is a phrase or expression that means something different from the actual words in the phrase. Like if someone says it's raining cats and dogs, it just means it's raining heavily. Question 1. If a person is going to ruin someone's excitement or hopes, they are going to burst their what? Question 2. When you take credit for someone else's idea or draw attention away from them, you are stealing their what? Question 3. If you are too late to do something or the opportunity has passed, what boat reference do you use? Question 4. When two people are involved in a situation or action, what dance reference is used so that both people are held responsible? Question 5. If you narrowly escaped a difficult situation, you say you made it by the skin of what body part? Question 6. What does it mean if someone is in hot water? Question 7. If you are in the same situation or have the same problem as someone else, what vehicle do you say you are in with them? And now the round 2 answers. Question 1. If a person is going to ruin someone's excitement or hopes, they are going to burst their what? Bubble! I hate to burst your bubble, but we're not going to Florida this year for Easter.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if we are or not. Question 2. If you take credit for someone else's idea or draw attention away from them, you are stealing their what?
Attention.
I'm going to steal your thunder. Have you heard of that?
Heard of that?
No? You're going to steal their thunder? So it's like if you drew a picture and nobody knew it was you, and I said, oh, I drew that picture, I stole your thunder. That idiom comes from the dramatist John Dennis in the early 18th century after he had come up with the idea for a thunder machine for his unsuccessful 1709 play, but later had found that it had been used at a performance of Macbeth, which was a Shakespeare play. So somebody actually stole his thunder machine and used it for their own credit. Stole his thunder. So he had
and physically.
So he wrote a play that wasn't very good and that didn't get very much success, but he had a thunder machine. And then he went to a showing of Macbeth and he found his thunder machine. They stole his thunder. That's crazy. Question 3. If you are too late to do something or the opportunity has passed, what boat reference do you use? Well, that ship has sailed.
Oh.
Question 4. When two people are involved in a situation or action, what dance reference is used so that both people are held responsible?
Is it something like samba or tango?
It takes two to tango.
Close.
You're right. So a tango is a dance in which two partners are moving in relation to each other. So sometimes they move in opposite directions, sometimes the same direction, but it takes two to tango, which means you're both responsible because it took two people to do the action. So one person is not just going to get the blame. So if this episode of the podcast is not great, sorry, Ron, it takes two to tango. Question 5. If you narrowly escaped a difficult situation, you say you made it by the skin of what body part?
I don't know.
I made it by the skin of my teeth. Have you heard of that? By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
Question 6. What does it mean if someone is in hot water? They're in big trouble.
Oh, I was going to guess that. I was thinking of you're on thin ice, and I thought that it meant like about to get in trouble.
Right. On thin ice means you're about to get in
Yeah.
trouble. If you're in hot water, you are in the trouble. You are in the water. Question 7. If you are in the same situation or have the same problem as someone else, what vehicle do you say you are in with them?
In the same boat.
We're in the same boat. Yep. Your car broke down. My car broke down. We're in the same boat. Wish we had a boat because our cars don't work. Round number 3. The category is reptiles. Question 1. According to legend, how did the milk snake get its name? Question 2. What is the largest non-oceanic reptile in North America? Question 3. True or false? Komodo dragons are cannibals. Question 4. What are leatherbacks and ridleys? Question 5. If a person is bitten by a venomous snake, What is the name of the special medicine that reduces the effects of the venom in your body? Question 6. What reptile is a smaller relative of the alligator that lives in Central and South America? Question 7. What does it mean for a snake to be viviparous? And now the answers to the third round. Question 1. According to legend, how did the milk snake get its name? Farmers believed that milk snakes were sneaking into barns and drinking the milk from cows. Actually, the snakes were seen in the barns because they were feeding on the mice and rats in the barns. So they were called milk snakes. The farmers didn't know why they were in there. They thought they were drinking the milk from the cows.
Out of all reasons, you can have been like, they're eating the horse's hay. No, they're drinking the milk from the cow.
I don't know. Really, I mean, besides scaring the cows, because I can't imagine cows enjoy seeing snakes, it's probably a good thing that they're eating the rats and mice out of the barn, because who wants that? Question 2. What is the largest non-oceanic reptile in North America?
Python?
The answer is the American alligator.
Oh.
Very, very big. Don't touch an alligator. Don't even go near an alligator. Stay far, far away from alligators. Question 3. True or false? Komodo dragons are cannibals.
True.
It is true. Komodo dragons are cannibals, and they often eat their own young.
How do they reproduce then?
Well, they don't always. Some of them survive. Can you tell me what a cannibal is, Ren?
You eat the same species.
You eat your own species. Yes. So Komodo dragons eat other Komodo dragons. Ooh. Question 4. What are leatherbacks and ridleys?
Turtles.
They're sea turtles. The ridleys are small sea turtles with wide, rounded shells, and leatherbacks are the largest of living turtles with a weight of about 540 kilograms or 1,200 pounds.
That's more than me, Quinn, and Brooks combined, and you...
It's probably way more than our whole family in one turtle. Wow, that is a big turtle.
Wow.
Question 5. If a person is bitten by a venomous snake, what is the name of the special medicine that reduces the effects of the venom in your body? This is called antivenom. Have you heard of that?
No.
So if you are bitten by a venomous snake and get venom, you use antivenom. It is administered through an IV or injection as quickly as possible. The type of antivenom you receive depends on the type of snake that bit you and the severity of your symptoms. So if you get venom, you need antivenom. So if you run into venom from Spider-Man, go and find antivenom to beat him up.
That's a very obvious answer.
Yeah. Question 6. What reptile is a smaller relative of the alligator that lives in Central and South America?
Crocodile.
Crocodiles are about the same size as alligators. They are called caimans. Have you heard of a caiman? It looks like a miniature alligator or crocodile. It's just little. It's not an alligator or crocodile. It's not like a baby. It is a completely different species, I would assume. They're called caimans. C-A-I-M-A-N, caiman, caiman. Stay away from the caiman, alligators, and crocs. All of them. Question 7. What does it mean for a snake to be viviparous?
Does it mean they don't have venom in them?
Great guess. Viviparous means when they give live birth instead of laying eggs. Boa constrictors, green anacondas, and rattlesnakes are viviparous.
Anacondas, I just don't like that word. They're scary.
Anacondas are scary. All of those. Boa constrictors, anacondas, and rattlesnakes. I would say those were all scary.
Mm-hmm.
And they all give birth to baby snakes. No, thank you. I prefer egg laying. I don't know. That feels safer to me, right? Round number 4. The category is landmarks. Question 1. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold her torch? Question 2. True or false? The London Bridge is not located in London. Question 3. How often does Big Ben ring in London? Question 4. Which body part is the Great Sphinx of Giza missing? Question 5. How many years is the Eiffel Tower repainted? Question 6. What is the largest structure in the world that was made by humans? Question 7. In which U.S. city is the Brooklyn Bridge located? And now the answers to round number 4. Question 1. In which hand does the Statue of Liberty hold her torch?
Left.
In her right hand. She holds her torch in her right and her tablet in the left.
I imagined you like looking at it from this way, not actually being.
Question 2. True or false? The London Bridge is not located in London.
True.
It is true. The London Bridge was moved to Arizona in the United States in 1968.
How did they just move a bridge?
We talked about that in one of our earliest episodes. It's in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. The London Bridge was actually falling down. And so there was a guy from America who said, you know what? I'm going to buy the London Bridge. And he moved it piece by piece by piece. And he marked each piece like a puzzle, and so that he could put it back together once they got it to America. Yes, so you can go visit the London Bridge in Arizona in the United States to this day. Weird, but super interesting. Question 3. How often does Big Ben ring in London?
Every 12 hours?
Big Ben chimes every hour, and smaller bells chime every 15 minutes. That's more than I thought. For it being a really big bell, I kind of thought it would be quieter than that, but that's a lot of chiming. Hopefully you don't live nearby, because you'd be like, Big Ben, give it a rest. Question 4. Which body part is the Great Sphinx of Giza missing?
Nose.
Its nose. And the circumstances surrounding its loss are still uncertain. So nobody knows why the Sphinx doesn't have a nose.
I bet that it was really hard to carve and it just found there like, that took a long time. No.
They just gave up. They carved the whole face and the nose fell out and they were like, well, we're tired. We're not going to put it back on. That's it. Could be. Nobody knows. Question 5. Every how many years is the Eiffel Tower repainted?
10.
Every 7 years. The Eiffel Tower is repainted every 7 years on average, in accordance with the recommendations of Gustav Eiffel. The tower is painted to prevent rusting and to maintain its structure.
That is very often. And a lot of paint.
That would be a lot of paint. Right, that's a good point.
Millions of...
Like, it would take you 7 years to, like, get all the paint, to repaint the Eiffel Tower. What if they repainted it, like, yellow? Or some bright color, like neon orange? That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Question 6. What is the largest structure in the world that was made by humans? The answer is the Great Wall of China. It was built to protect China from invaders. I think it's like 1,200 miles long. All built by humans. And I think it was made like one dynasty after another, just kept piecing it together until the whole wall was built. Crazy. So big, so big. Question 7. In which U.S. city is the Brooklyn Bridge located?
Brooklyn.
It's technically right. It's in New York City. The Brooklyn Bridge connects the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn, spanning the East River. So, New York City is broken into different boroughs. Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Long Island, the Bronx. And so the Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan to Brooklyn over top of the East River. Round 5. The category is books. Question 1. The book Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing is about a boy named Peter and his annoying little brother who has the same name as a food item. What is his little brother's name? Question 2. What is the name of the newspaper in Harry Potter? Question 3. Who is Captain Underpants' enemy? Question 4. Who is Fly Guy's best friend? Question 5. In the Dogman book series, how is Dogman's head attached? Question 6. In the Elephant and Piggy books, what are the Elephant and Piggy's real names? Question 7. Who helps Matilda to stand up against her cruel principal, Miss Trunchbull? And now the answers to round number 5. Question 1. The book Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing is about a boy named Peter and his annoying little brother who has the same name as a food item. What is his little brother's name?
Chicken.
Chicken.
I have bacon.
His name is Fudge. Grown-ups think Fudge is absolutely adorable, but Peter and his pet turtle Dribble know the truth. From throwing temper tantrums to smearing smashed potatoes on the wall, Fudge causes mischief wherever he goes. Chicken. Well, Fudge is about as bad of a name as Chicken, I would say. I know Fudge is his nickname. I think his real name is like, I don't know, Frederick or something. But yeah, Fudge. There's a whole book series about Fudge. Haven't you heard of him before? Have you read Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing?
No.
You were in 4th grade.
I've heard of it.
Were you a 4th grade nothing or a 4th grade something? You were a 4th grade.
The void.
You were in the void. Okay. Question 2. What is the name of the newspaper in Harry Potter?
My mind blanked.
The Daily Prophet.
Oh, yeah.
The Daily Prophet. And it has pictures that move. Question 3. Who is Captain Underpants' enemy?
A lot of people's.
A lot of people.
I don't know. I haven't read those books in a long time.
The answer is Professor Poopy Pants. That's quite a name. Question 4. Who is Fly Guy's best friend?
Buzz.
Buzz. It's the only thing Fly Guy can say. Question 5. In the Dogman book series, how is Dogman's head attached?
They sewed it back onto each other.
Dogman's head is attached to his body by medical professionals, stitching the head of a dog to the body of a police officer. Interesting.
Interesting.
Question 6. In the Elephant and Piggy books, what are the Elephant and Piggy's real names?
Gerald is, I think, the elephant, and Piggy is just Piggy.
Yep, Gerald is the elephant and Piggy's name is just Piggy. That is correct. Very good. Brooks and I read those books all the time. Question 7. Who helps Matilda to stand up against her cruel principal, Miss Trunchbull?
Her friend, I think? I don't know her friend's name.
The answer is her teacher, Miss Honey.
Oh, yeah, and Mrs. Trunchbull grabs that girl by the braids and swings her in a circle.
Yeah, that's right. Miss Trunchbull, she is not a nice principal or a nice person.
Worse than Lunchables.
She's much worse than Lunchables. Ren, the way your brain works makes
Right.
me giggle. Trunchbull and Lunchable. Okay, I like it. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. What is Sonic's top speed?
760 miles per hour.
Question 2. If you are too late to do something or the opportunity has passed, what boat reference do you use?
That ship has sailed.
Question 3. According to legend, how did the milk snake get its name?
Farmers believed that milk snakes were sneaking into barns and drinking milk from cows.
Question 4. How often does Big Ben ring in London?
Big Ben chimes every hour, and smaller bells chime every 15 minutes.
Question 5. What reptile is a smaller relative of the alligator that lives in Central and South America?
A caiman.
Question 6. What is the name of the newspaper in Harry Potter?
The Daily Prophet.
Question 7. What is the largest structure in the world that was made by humans?
The Great Wall of China.
And here come your shout outs. Sonic the Hedgehog comes from listener Caden
Thank you, Zayden.
and Leland
And thank you, Leland.
and Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Roald Dahl, J.K. Rowling, and Fudge Books comes from listener Grace.
Thank you, Grace.
Dave Pilkey Books comes from listener George.
Thank you, George.
Idioms comes from Knox, June, and Brody.
Thank you, Knox, June, and Brody.
Komodo Dragons comes from Michael and Evangelina.
Thank you, Michael and Evangelina.
Snakes comes from AJ.
Thank you, AJ.
And Landmarks comes from McCoy.
Thank you, McCoy.
And here come your shout outs for your birthdays. Our first birthday shout out goes to listener McCoy.
Happy birthday, McCoy.
Thank you for the landmarks and happy birthday. McCoy is turning 9.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, McCoy. What kind of toy do you want for your birthday? Do you want Legos? Do you want an electric scooter? McCoy, what toy do you want? Do you want Avengers? Do you want swords? Do you want a basketball? Do you want Play-Doh? McCoy.
Happy birthday,
Happy
McCoy.
birthday, McCoy. And our next birthday goes out to listener Scarlett. She turns 8.
Happy birthday, Scarlett.
Happy birthday, Scarlett. I bet you'll get some really great stuff. Maybe a pet. What kind of pet would you like to get, Scarlett? What do you think, Ren? I don't know. Maybe a horse? Of course, a horse. Probably not a horse. Happy birthday, Scarlett.
Happy birthday.
Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Ella.
Happy birthday, Ella.
Ella turns 8. She loves Beanie Boos. We have a ton of Beanie Boos. She should bring her Beanie Boos with your Beanie Boos, and we could have like a Beanie Boo mountain. She also loves unicorns, particularly the kitty corn variety. So is that a cat unicorn? Like a cat with a unicorn horn is a kitty corn?
I have a unicorn Beanie Boo.
Do you have a kitty corn Beanie Boo?
No.
No. Happy birthday to Ella. You love kitty corns. Sometimes they have a horn and they're on the body of a cat. Happy birthday, Ella. Hope you get some Beanie Boos. And it's October, which is Halloween season. Hope you don't get any ghost boos, just Beanie Boos. Happy birthday, Ella.
Happy birthday, Ella.
And the next birthday shout out goes to listener JJ.
Happy birthday, JJ.
JJ turns 7. JJ, there's only 2 letters in your name. That is the easiest name I've ever heard to spell. 1 J and 2 J's. That makes JJ. We hope you have the very best birthday, JJ!
Happy birthday, JJ.
Our next birthday shout outs go to 2 sisters. They have birthdays one day right after the other. Vera, who turns 10.
Happy birthday, Vera.
And Ava, who turns 16.
Happy birthday, Ava.
I will sing you each a separate song. Oh, dear Vera, if you look in the mirror, do you see very clear that it's your birthday, Vera? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Vera.
Double digits. And to your sister, Ava.
Happy birthday, Ava.
Ava, you get to drive a car. Because you turn 16, don't go very far. Practice first. Be safe and always buckle your seat belt and check your mirrors and make sure your seat is the appropriate distance from the gas and the brake. Ava, be safe. We love you, so be very careful when you are driving your car. Ava.
Happy birthday, Ava.
Good for you, Ava. How exciting. 16 is a big deal. All right.
Me and Brooks are 4 days apart.
That's true. All right, our next birthday shout out goes to listener Luke, who turns 6.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Luke spells Luke.
Luke.
Make sure that you don't puke.
Puke.
We hope you have a special day. Hip, 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 hooray. Happy birthday to Luke.
Luke.
We hope you are healthy and eat lots of great food and get lots of toys like McCoy got. All right, our next birthday shout out goes to listener Oliver. Oliver is turning 8.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
Oliver is one of our teammates. His dad is on the Trivia for Kids team, so an extra big shout out to Oliver.
Happy birthday, Oliver. Again.
Thank you, Oliver. I know he goes by Ollie. I wonder if I can think of more things that rhyme with Ollie or Oliver. Hey there, Oliver, you're turning 8. We think you're so great, and we hope that you know it. We're thankful for you, and we hope that you have the very best birthday you have ever had. EIGHT, that spells 8. We hope it's super great in your state, mate. Happy birthday, Oliver. You are awesome. All right, and our last birthday shout out goes to listener Graham. He also turns 8.
Happy birthday, Graham.
Graham loves soccer, and he plays for a youth soccer team called the Firehawks.
Ooh.
That's a tough name. If I was going up against the Firehawks, I would be intimidated. So, good name, Graham. Your name is Graham, like the cracker and the game. Bananagrams. Graham, you're turning 8, and your soccer team is great. It has a very tough sounding name, the Firehawks. Are the Hawks actually on fire? I hope not. All right. And here comes your conversation starter. What is your favorite fall activity?
Jumping leaves, probably.
Jumping in leaves.
It's really fun.
It is really
I love
fun.
raking.
You love raking?
I love raking and then going into the leaf pile and then raking again.
Well, I am going to keep that in mind. I did not know you loved raking. This is great to know. My favorite fall activity is pumpkin carving.
Oh, I love
Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Trivia for Kids podcast. If you have not done so already, please give us a 5-star review. Please subscribe to our podcast so that you never miss a new episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can catch all of our live videos. You can email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com, and birthday shoutouts are available for Patreon subscribers.